Welcome everyone to Glasgow, to the Tollcross International Swimming Centre. We have our Scottish National Age Group Championships 2016, which will be starting at 5:15 local time. Commentating tonight, my name is Robert Taylor, and this evening I'm joined by Jodie Luresh, who will be giving me lots of analysis on all the swimmers. Jodie, could you just let the people know what you're going to be doing tonight?
Of course, thanks Robert. Yeah, so I'll be having a little chat with you guys as the races are going on, trying to add a little bit of the expertise in there, just a little bit of myself. So I used to swim at university. Before that, trained with John Rudd at Plymouth Leander for must have been about 16, 17 years. So quite a few years of experience under my belt, so hopefully I'll be able to share a little bit of that with you tonight. Excellent.
It's always a delight to have a knowledgeable swimmer beside us poolside who can give the analysis that us commentators kind of struggle a little bit with. So it's a pleasure to have Jodie with us this evening. We kick off, as I say, very, very shortly. We had some fantastic heats this morning. We had 2 national records. Coming up later, we have a young lad, Douglas Kelly, who broke the 50-metre butterfly age group record for 12-year-olds, and a young lady, Katie Shanahan. She also broke the 50-metre backstroke 11-year-old age group record. So these 2 swimmers will be swimming in finals, and perhaps we'll go one better and also break their existing records. So we'll look out for that. We'll keep you informed of that later on as the events go on. Jodie, what are you looking for this evening?
Well, for me, I've got to admit the sprints were always my specialty when I swam, so I'm really looking forward to the kind of fast and sharp splash and dash swims. The 50-metre butterfly, as you just said, Douglas Kelly, fantastic swim this morning, breaking the 12-year-old age group record, so hopefully more to come from him. And again, I mean, the 15 years and over, 50 metres butterfly, plenty of splash and dash action. But we were just having a chat just a second ago, Robert. I hear there's a bit of a vested interest for you this evening.
Yeah, I have a daughter actually taking part this evening, and we'll see how she does. But anyway, coming up in the session, we have the girls 200 butterfly final. We have 11, 13-year-olds. Then we have the 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds, 16 and 17 plus. That then leads on to the boys 50-metre butterfly final. Same age groups take part. Then we back to the girls for 100 metres freestyle. Following that is the boys 200 breaststroke final. Last event for the girls is the 50 metres backstroke, and we finish this evening with the boys 100 metres backstroke final. So there are in total 5 different age groups taking part over the 6 finals this evening. So a lot of excitement, and we're really looking forward to get going underway very, very shortly. One thing to remember, if you wish to tweet us, please use the following hashtag, #SNAGS2016, which is SNAGS 2016. And you'll see that on the bottom of the screen on the left hand side. It's just come up, so please tweet us and pass on all your comments and your good wishes to the swimmers taking part this evening. You're probably here just in the background, the usual formalities. We always have a health and safety announcement before the swimmers are allowed to take part in the event, so that all the spectators, should there be any issues, know where the various fire escapes are. I'm sure you've heard that fairly regularly, Jodie, when you've been participating at various events.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a very familiar surroundings for me, which is quite nice. Not swimming so much myself anymore, but it's nice to be able to come back and kind of keep a toe in. And it's great to see the young talent coming up, especially in Scotland at the moment. You know, the Scottish guys on the international stage are really making their mark, and this is where it all begins at the age groups.
Yeah. it's actually a delight for this event to have so many swimmers from all over the UK. We have a number of swimmers who regularly come up from various parts. City of Leicester is one of the major clubs taking part, so they'll have a few representatives, I'm sure, in some of our finals this evening. The lady on your screen is Elizabeth Stewart. She is our new SASA president.
This is the best job. Want to summarise what she's talking about? Sorry, could you just able to summarise what she's talking about?
Liz Stewart, the lady you just saw, was just welcoming everyone to Tollcross, hoping the swimmers enjoy the event, and I'm sure we're delighted to see Liz in her capacity as the new SASA president. Liz took over as SASA president just a few weeks ago. She is also the representative in the West District, and a lady that I know very well since I'm also a referee in the district as well. So always a pleasure to have Liz here with us. Our swimmers are just being introduced for the girls 11, 14-year-old butterfly. The first final are 11 to 13-year-old girls. We have 10 swimmers going in this. You'll see all our officials kitted out in nice deep blue shirt and white trousers this evening. And our first final now underway. We have Jenny Galloway from Warner in 1, Sophie Hugen from Carlisle in 2, Emma McParlin, Perth City in 3, Anna Schlesser from Post in lane 3, Maisie Elliott, City of Leicester in 4, Faria Basie, City of Glasgow in 5, Parmis Fazie, City of Glasgow in 6, Ava Simpson Dumfries in 7, Tony Shaw from Coast in 8, and Adele McDade from Inverleith in 9. At the first turn, in lane 4, Maisie Elliott, young lady from the City of Leicester, is the early leader. And Jodie, she's already gone a body length ahead of the two girls either side of her.
Yeah, really fantastic start from Maisie in lane 4. This is a tough event. She's gone out very bravely. It'll be great to see if she can hang on to this early lead. It is difficult. This is now the half-metre mark, so she has got another way to go, 100 metres left. And as they approach that halfway mark, it is going to be Maisie still in lane number 4, and she touches in 1 minute 10.08. A fantastic start from her, but still in contention just outside of her. Paria Vasey from City of Glasgow and Anya Slesser from City of Leicester.
Certainly, Maisie's gone off to a fantastic start here. She's a good body length and more ahead of the young lady in lane 3. She's only a 12-year-old. Most of these girls are 13. Anna Slesser from Coast. She's chasing Maisie. Close behind is Paria Vasey, the City of Glasgow girl, in lane 5. However, at the final turn, Maisie's got almost a 2-second advantage at the turn over Anna Slesser, youngster from Coast. She also is almost 2 seconds ahead of Paria Vasey and Parmis Vasey.
This is a really, really gutsy performance from Maisie. This is the part of the race now where it really begins to hurt, so she's going to have to focus all her energy. The legs will be burning, the arms will be burning. She just needs to keep that rhythm going, make sure that she keeps breathing. She's doing really, really well. Last 7.5 metres. She's looking like she's going to hold on to this lead, Robert.
And it looks like fantastic finish here. Maisie's going to take this just inside her heat time, 2:29.28. Anna Slesser takes second place, 2:32.71, and Paria Vasey takes third place, 2:36.05. Fantastic swim there from the young lady from the City of Glasgow.
Just seeing the slow motion finish just there. Really great swimming, as we said, a great way to start off the session. Really gutsy swimming from lane number 4, Maisie Elliott.
Always nice to see swimmers from south of the border coming up here. It adds to the competition, it pushes on the Scottish girls, and it's a delight to have so many representatives coming up. We also had Carlisle represented in lane 1 there.
We always did like coming up south of the border. It's always good to get some extra competition from you guys. There's such a lot of talent within Scotland, particularly at the moment. It's always good to kind of push yourself beyond the barriers.
Yeah, one of the things that's happened in British swimming in the last year, this is a window of opportunity for all these swimmers to post times, to be in the top 24 and the various events and age groups that they are in. The window opened up on the 11th of March and closes at the end of May. So all these swimmers are trying to post times in a 50-metre pool, and Scottish National Age Groups is one of the key events for our Scottish swimmers. So it's good to see so many getting the opportunity at Tollcross over the next 5 days to do this. This is our 14-year-old final. We have Ella Jaffrey from Best in 1, Lauren Adam on North Lanark in 2, Hayley Madison from Boston in lane 2, Alex Bonner Coast in 3, Serena Iguaram, City of Glasgow in 4, Gaia Alcaraz from Coast in 5, Libby Simpson, Warner Baths in 6, Jodie Pyman from Best in lane 7, Emma Murray from Coast in 8, and Flora Nichols from Warner Baths in lane number 9. And again, the centre lanes have it at the touch. Oh, it's 31.92 for both Serena and Gaia. Very little between them as they come out the turn.
Couldn't get much closer than that, could it? So we're starting to see now lane number 4, Sarah Iguam, just starting to pull away, making her mark now in this second final of the evening. She's just a body length ahead now of Gaia Alcaraz. Gosh, there are some fantastic names in this final.
It is a fantastic name, isn't it? And both these girls are Youth Development Squad members, so very talented. At the halfway mark, lane 4, Serena, the Glasgow girl, with just over a body length advantage. Her head's a little bit lower in the water there, Jodie.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a really critical critical move at this point in the race. You know, you've got to keep yourself as streamlined as you possibly can. And ultimately, it's all about getting through the water as quick as you can. If you're going up and down, you won't be going forward as quickly as you'd like to be. And it actually looks like lane number 5 is starting to pull back now. This is a fantastic point in the race. Both those girls almost head-to-head now into that final turn.
It's all about who's going to win this one. It's between Serena and Gaia, 143.96 versus 144.74. Serena, another good turn. Third and fourth place, Libby Simpson, Alex Bonner. They're some way back, but it's the young lady from the city of Glasgow. She's kept a lead since the 50 mark. She's still got a good body length advantage. She looks good, doesn't she, Jodie?
Absolutely. She's holding her technique fantastically well, and that's really what counts in races like this. Coming to the final 5.
Inside the red zone. It's a fantastic swim from young Serena. She takes this. Gaia Alcaraz finishes second, and finishing very fast over in lane number 2. Yes, it's Harley Madison, the Boston swimmer, who snatches third place in 2:32.21. What another fantastic final.
3 seconds quicker there for Serena from the heats this morning into that final. That's what it's all about, is converting your swims from the morning, being able to hold that little bit of energy, save that little bit so that you can go all out in the final, and really that's where it counts.
Yeah, good to see Serena competing at this high level. Fantastic swim, as you say there, Jodie. Good to see both these girls times 2:24, 2:26. Very, very speedy. Technique, excellent technique there, as you pointed
Absolutely.
out.
Yeah, certainly a lot quicker than I was at that age as well. Yeah, no, technique's playing such a huge part at the moment in age group swimming. In fact, Scottish Swimming are running a fantastic pilot project at this meet called Technique Matters, which allows coaches from different clubs across Scotland to actually go to representatives from Scottish Swimming, Alan Lynn and Ali White, and actually get them to analyse the races for their swimmers.
Yeah, this is being done each day, and so we have the younger swimmers who get the opportunity to do that on days 1, 3 and 5. Our older swimmers get the opportunity to do it in the morning sessions in days 2 and 4. So well worth these swimmers taking the opportunity to analyse with their coach how they swam in the heats in the morning and afternoon sessions. Our 15-year-old final has Kiva Clegg from Boston in lane 0, Katie Lilly South Lanark in 1, Kirsten Laurie first in 2, Amy Richardson best in 3, Kiana McInnes, Heart of Midlothian in 4, Anna McFarlane, Heart of Midlothian in 5, Taylor Finlayson Warner Baths in 6, Chelsea Mackay, City of Leicester in 7, Nicola Lees, Swim West Lothian in 8, and Brooke Laurie from Highland in lane number 9. And don't be surprised if Kiana McInnes turns first. She's got a commanding lead, 29.82 over Anna McFarlane, who's in third, and Nicola Lees over in lane number 8, who turned second. Look at Kiana go there, Jodie. She's got fantastic technique, hasn't she?
Absolutely brilliant. She went off like an absolute rocket down that first 50 metres. And as you say, it's technique that's carrying her through now. She's able to hold that lead, and she's looking absolutely fantastic, so fluid in the water.
Yeah. She was flying 2 or 3 weeks ago at the Edinburgh International. The time that Kiana did was 2:15.03 if memory serves, when she actually broke the Scottish age group record. So let's see what she can do. She's got a commanding lead, 1:05.16. She's a good 4 or 5 seconds ahead of the rest of the field. Hart's teammate in lane 5 is well up there, Anna McFarlane. At the moment it's the Hearts 1-2, but no doubt who's going to take this. This is a cakewalk for Kiana McInnes here. She's gone 5 or 6 metres ahead, Jodie.
Absolutely brilliant. She's coming in now to the third and final turn. What's she going to go? And she turns in 1:42.20. So what was she the other day? 2:15. You were saying
2:15. Yeah, she's a little bit under the weather. She was coughing a couple of days ago, so it will be surprising if she beats it. But you never know what this girl can do.
Absolutely, and it's looking like it's a battle between Anna McFarlane and Amy Richardson for second place. Who out of those girls can stick it out now and coming into the final 20 metres of this 200 metres butterfly?
And it looks as though Kiana's going to take this very easily. Over in lane number 3, Amy Richardson from Best is going to take second. And third place, Anna McFarlane, Heart of Midlothian. 2:18.55 was Kiana's final time. Amy Richardson takes second in 2:23.61, and Anna McFarlane, Kiana's teammate, 2:24.81 in third place. Fantastic swimming there from Kiana.
Yeah, that was such a dominant performance there. It's really impressive when you see these girls really kind of committing from the start of a race, you know, especially a 200 metres butterfly. You've really got to know that your body has the endurance to carry on in those final 25 metres.
Yeah, it's very much keeping the pace, nice steady rhythm all the way through. Don't go out too fast, build it up so that you have plenty in reserve for the final 50. Isn't that correct, Jodie?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it's completely about trusting your body, you know, trusting the training that you've been doing with your coach, knowing that you're ready for each and every swim that you do, and that's exactly what Kiana did today. She went out hard, but she knew that she could come back at the end. She knew she had the endurance to hold on, and ultimately that's what makes a great swimmer. Yeah.
And as you can see, we have our presentation for the previous event, 200 butterfly. That's Maisie Elliott winning the girls 11 to 13-year-old age group. Anna Slessor second, and Paria Vasey third. And Elizabeth Stewart, the SASA president, presenting the girls the medals. Always delightful to see these girls up on the podium after all that hard work they've put in over the last 4 or 5 months. All comes to fruition. Harley Madison from Boston, our bronze medalist in the 14-year-old age group. Young lady from Coast, Gaia Alcaraz. She's our silver medalist. And from the city of Glasgow, Serena Iguanum. She's our national champion.
Yeah, great swimming from all those girls. Do you know what's fantastic to see though is that the winners on the top of the podium, they're not the biggest girls anymore. You know, it used to be a case that it was the biggest, the tallest, the strongest from a young age, but now it's much more kind of technical. The technique is winning through. Yeah,
you often see, certainly in fly, some of the swimmers that are doing tremendous times. Gaia is quite small for the 14-year-old age group that she swims in. Even Kiana, when you see Kiana being presented with her medal later on, Kiana's also fairly small for her age group as a 15-year-old. So it's very much technique, get the technique right, and you're actually flying through the water. That's what it all counts, doesn't it, Jodie?
Absolutely, yeah, and technique is something, I mean, we've been harping on about it already, but it's something that really is being instilled within the nature of swimming in Britain now. You know, it's not about kind of how quick kids are going at a young age. It's about really perfecting the technique and making sure that every metre in training counts rather than just bashing up and down in the water.
Yeah. Our 16-year-old final, look out for the two girls in lanes 4 and 5, Isabel Jones in 4 from Millfield School and Nikki Miller from South Lanark. They're both youth squad members, so I would expect them to dominate this, but you never know, Jodie. In lane 1, we have Orla Edwards from Alford, Rebecca Matheson in 1 from Stirling, Sophie Hamilton Warner in 2, Katie Taylor, Heart of Midlothian 3, Isabel Jones Millfield in 4, Nikki Miller from South Lanark in 5, Jessica Damon Warner in 6, Georgia Alcaraz from Coast in lane number 7, and Louise Sinclair from Carlisle in lane 8. And already Nikki Miller has a 0.7 second advantage over Isabel Jones. Jess Damon in lane 6 and Katie Taylor are vying for 3rd and 4th. However, it's the young lady from South Lanarkshire, Nikki Miller. She's gone a body length ahead of the lady from Millpool School in lane number 4, Isabel Jones. And already Nikki's got a commanding lead at the halfway mark. This is a little bit of a surprise to see her leading as much as this at the halfway stage, Jodie.
It's great that she's being able to really command the race so far. She came in with an entry time of 2:23.6. She's looking on course to go better than that, so hopefully if she can keep up the rate of her stroke and maintain her technique, she can really push through it. It looks like she's pulling away even further down this third 50 metres.
Nikki also had a fantastic swim at the Edinburgh International 3 weeks ago. She did a 2:18, which was a good PB for Nikki to get under that 2:20 mark. And she looks very dominant, Jodie. She turns ahead of Isabel Jones. Katie Taylor, the Hearts girl, she looks comfortable in 3rd. It's looks like 1, 2, 3, unless Jess Damon in lane number 6 can get in terms. That looks to be our medalist.
Yeah, it's a lovely staggered structure at the moment, very clear 1, 2 and 3 as Robert said, and it's still Nikki Miller out front at the moment, but in 3rd we might be seeing a bit of a fight back from Katie Taylor. Can she come back in this final few metres?
Oh, fantastic swim there from Nikki. She takes that. Great swim from Katie Taylor though, just failed to get up to snatch 2nd. Isabel Jones gets 2nd. Katie Taylor gets 3rd. Fantastic times though. Nikki Miller 2:17.35. What a fantastic swim there. Isabel Jones 2:20.74. Katie Taylor 2:20.98. That's about a 2.5 second PB for Katie there. And that's a 1, 2, 3 on that one. Nikki, Isabel and Katie. So yet another fantastic 200 fly. Good to see these girls swimming competitively and posting fantastic times. Nikki shaking her head. I don't know whether she's actually a bit upset that she didn't go faster than that. And we conclude the 200 butterfly with the 17 and over age group. Tane Bruce will be a strong fancy in lane number 4. Although the other side of her, Meg Finnan, another South Lanarkshire swimmer. She actually was the silver medalist at the Youth Commonwealth Games last August, September at Samoa. So it'll be interesting if Tane can hold off Meg, and also in the other lane Eve White from Dumfries, another very good butterfly swimmer. So our last final has Hannah Jurich in lane 0 from Ornder, Emily Horn, Perth City in 2, Joy Willett from City of Leicester in 2, Meg Finnan, South Lanark in 3, Tane Bruce, Edinburgh University 4, Eve White, Dumfries in 5, Emily Nisbet, City of Oxford in 6, Gillian Clark, Edinburgh University 7, Jessica Thompson from Coast in lane 8, and Megan Grant from South Aberdeen in lane 9. And at the halfway mark, Tane just has a slight lead from Meg, 30.28 against 30.45. Eve White close behind in 3rd.
Yeah, Tane doing well to make an early lead there, but it's a much flatter structure in this race already. Lots more people in contention and not too far away from the lead. It's kind of not an obvious win at the moment. This
is the case in Scottish swimming. We have 1 or 2 fantastic swimmers on butterfly in the different age groups, but once we get up to the sort of 17, 18, 19-year-olds, some of these girls begin to stretch and catch up. They work on the technique. As you can see, there's not much between Tane, Meg and Eve at the turn. Just over half a second advantage. But you notice the styles. Jodie again, nice low body position, head low in the water.
Absolutely. I mean, Tane is a consummate professional. She's, you know, been here and done it plenty of occasions. And of course, it's not to forget, in 2 weeks' time, obviously they will be having the British Swimming Championships here at this very pool. So for Tane and all the other girls in this race, it will be a particularly important time for her to really see where she's at, you know, a week or so out of the big race.
Tane actually was in the lane in lane 4 this morning, and she said this is the only event that she's swimming this week. She's treating it very much as a warm-up for the British trials, and she's certainly treating this as a very good warm-up here. She's gone a good 4 or 5 metres ahead. Good race between Meg and Eve for the silver, but no doubt who's going to take this final is the Edinburgh University swimmer, ex-Carnegie's Tane Bruce, takes that in 2:14.53. Meg Finnan just gets up to take second, 2:16.97, and Eve White, 2:17.43, has to settle for third. Yeah, another fantastic butterfly final there, Jodie.
Yeah, I should hope that Tane will be happy with that. 2:14, it's a solid time. In 2 weeks' time, I mean, she'll be hoping to go quicker, I'm sure, but this kind of point in the season at the moment, she'll be happy with that. She looked very, very strong, which is the key thing. So it shows that her endurance base is there. Now what she's got to do, taper off, rest up those muscles, and really go for it in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, and I'm sure that Tane Bruce will rise to the challenge in a few weeks' time. A lot of these girls will actually be back in the pool in a few weeks, so we expect to see Meg Finnan and also Eve White. Meg very strong on the distance freestyle. Meg this morning was second in the 1500 to Danielle Christensen. So she's already been on the podium getting a silver, and we'll see her on the podium shortly. And on your screens now, we have our 15-year-old medalist, Kiana McInnes from Harter Midlothian, our national champion, Amy Richardson, our silver medalist, and bronze medalist, Anna McFarlane. As you can see, Kiana's not all that big, a little bit smaller than her teammate Anna.
Yeah, it's great to see. It used to be a trend that the bigger you were at the younger age, the faster you would be, but it definitely seemed to be bucking that trend.
And you'll see this Katie Taylor, the bronze medalist. She'll probably be the midget of those three girls here. Isabel Jones, nice to see Isabel up here from Millfield School, silver medalist. And as it was last year, Nikki Miller actually won the 200 fly. Jess Damon was runner-up, and Katie Taylor was third. Very tight finish again, second and third. Katie lost by 300ths of a second to Jess Damon last year, but this year a little bit more of a gap there. But I'm sure all three girls are delighted with that 1, 2, 3.
You seem exceptionally knowledgeable on Katie Taylor, Robert.
I'm fairly knowledgeable about most of the swimmers. I try and pass on as much information as I can, and I hope I'm doing that to you all tonight. And our last presentation that Liz is doing. Eve White's already had her bronze. Meg's just been presented with the silver. And there we have Tane Bruce, our new national champion. Lovely to see these girls giving one another a hug. Friendly rivalry in the pool. That's what it's all about. Well, we moved to the other end of the pool after all that 200 butterfly and exertion that these girls put us through. We go to a 50-metre butterfly for boys. In lane 0, Michael Flynn from North Lanark. In 1, Finlay Cousins, Geary. 2, Adam Young, Finest. In 3, Sean Patrick McGowan from Hillingdon. In 4, Douglas Kelly, Mogaine Bearsden. Mark Ford in 5 from South Lanark. Miles Lapsley, Swim West Lothian in 6, Bryce Proctor, Dumfries in 7, Elliot Miller from first in 8, and Callum Rose from Derbath in lane 9. Douglas Kelly, 28.80 this morning, broke the 12-year-old age group record. These boys are swimming in the 11 to 13-year-old category. Douglas isn't yet 13. Douglas' birthday, I think, is in April. So let's see if he can go and improve on that. He's already got off to a very good start there, Jodie, by almost a metre.
Definitely, the key in these kind of races is really trying to keep that head down, holding your breath as long as you possibly can. You'll notice that Douglas is keeping his head down 2 or 3 strokes in a row, really trying to keep his breath and just kind of focus into the wall. And
into the red zone, yeah, Douglas is going to take this. Second place is Mark Ford in lane 5, and Sean Patrick McGowan in lane 3 is third. Douglas Kelly, 28.55, and he has improved on that, and that is a national age group record for Douglas for 12-year-olds. Mark Ford was second, and Sean Patrick McGowan is third.
Yeah, brilliant swim there from Douglas. So important to get every single component of these 50 metres right. You've got no time to play with, and he hit it spot on today.
And Douglas got it spot on there, didn't he? In lane 0 for our 14-year-old boys, we have Daniel Parker from Warnder. In lane 2, Oscar Smiley, South Ayrshire. In 3, Liam Harkin from First. In lane 3, George Dearden from the City of Leicester. In 4, Fraser Wilson from Midlothian. In 5, Rory Young, Heart of Midlothian. 6, Ian Rose, Warner Baths. 7, Joel Sinclair from Carlisle Aquatics. 8, Stuart Brodie, South Lanark. And in lane 9, Ewan MacDonald from Highland. Fraser Wilson in 4 from Midlothian. 28.75 in the heats. He's the fastest on entry time, and I certainly look upon him being the strong favourite in this one. Again, off to a very, very good start there in lane 4, Fraser Wilson, and he still has about a half a metre advantage. Rest of the field very, very bunched up. It's Fraser in lane 4, and coming up with 5 to go. Fraser Wilson's being challenged in lanes 3 and 2. Fraser Wilson takes this. Second in lane 3 is George Dearden, and Rory Young from Hearts got up to take third. 28.46, 28.78 and 28.80. Another fantastic swim in lane 4 from Fraser Wilson there.
Such a close race, that one, but it was Fraser who edged it. He had such a brilliant reach on his stroke. I think that's what won it for him in the end.
It did. It was a start, without a doubt. He got a very good start. But great to see an exciting finish there. Our 15-year-old finalists. In lane 0, Maxwell Cattermole from South Aberdeen. In lane 1, Lewis Birrell from Warnder. In lane 2, Angus Nichol from the City of Glasgow. In lane 3, Carol Barrett from West Dumbarton. In 4, Daniel Ferguson from West Lothian. In 5, Keir Edgar from First. Archie Goodburn from Warnder is in 6. 7, Finlay Hart, East Lothian. In lane 8, Dylan Somerville from South Ayrshire. And Jamie Booth from Warner Baths in lane number 9. Again, this has the makings of a fantastic final. Literally about 0.1 of a second between the 4 swimmers in the middle lane, so expect some fireworks in this one, Jodie.
Yeah, the 3 middle lanes, in fact the 4 middle lanes, all under the 28-second marker this morning, so it's going to be a quick final.
A fairly level start from the lanes in the middle.
This is what you like to see. This is what racing's all about, you know, just those hundredths of a second separating them. You don't know who's going to win right until the wall.
And with 10 to go, Archie Goodburn in lane 6. He looks as though he's just going to take this Over in lane 3 and 4, very close for second and third. It is Archie that takes that, 27.40. Second place, Daniel Ferguson in lane 4, 27.62. And Carol Bartlett from Western Barton got up to take third. What a fantastic race there from Archie, giving us and his coach a thumbs up there. We have a slight break from the swimming here. We move on to presentations again. And this presentation for the 11 to 13-year-old 50-metre butterfly final. Sean Patrick McGowan is our bronze medalist from Hillington. He's a Scottish-based English swimmer, Jodie. Electing to swim for Scotland should he get the opportunity. Mark Ford from South Lanark is a silver medalist. And in a new national age group record, Douglas Kelly, Mulgine Bears Den, 28.55.
We'll come up here eventually, Robert.
Yeah.
North of the wall.
Making the way onto the podium, our 14-year-old finalists. 1, 2, 3. Been quite a good session for Heart of Midlothian. Back on the podium in the form of Rory Young taking the bronze medal. George Dearden from the city of Leicester. Good to see him get a silver. However, Fraser Wilson from Midlothian just holding on to be our 14-year-old national champion. Well done, Fraser. Well done, boys. And back to the other end of the pool, we have our 16-year-old finalists. All these swimmers virtually under the 28-second mark, so expect more fireworks on this one. In lane 0 we have Jack Green from St Thomas. In 1, Lee Hoot from Coast. In lane 2, Scott Gibson, South Lanark. In 3, Josh Munro from the city of Leicester. In 4, Mark Hill, North Lanark. In 5, Taylor Davidson from South Aberdeen. In lane 6, Thomas Balfour, North Lanarkshire. In lane 7, Jonah Walsh from Warrender Baths. In lane 8, Owen Strachan from Carnegie. And in lane 9, Joe Watt from the city of Glasgow. Mark Hill, Taylor Davidson in 4 and 5, 0.02 of a second. This is going to be close, I think, again, Jodie, just as we had in the last couple of heats.
I hope so. This is what racing's all about for me. It's that kind of head-to-head swimming.
Good start there in lane number 8 from Owen Strachan. Well up there in lane 4 is Mark Hill, North Lanark, also there in lane 3. But oh, we've got another tight finish. It's 4 and 3. It's Josh Munro, Mark Hill. Josh Munro, Mark Hill, and in 6, Thomas Balfour. It's in fact Thomas Balfour on the touch, 26.71. In fact, a dead heat. Josh Munro also 26.71. Mark Hill 26.77. What a fantastic final work had on that one there, Jodie.
Couldn't have got much closer than that.
Yeah.
No, it's brilliant. It's great to see these guys, you know, getting out there and racing as fast as they possibly can. And it's a fantastic meet to be at. It's a fantastic pool, obviously. The Commonwealth Games were here 2 years ago now. Can't quite believe that.
Yeah.
And it's great to see all the talent kind of coming through the ranks.
Yeah. And good to see another swimmer from the city of Leicester, well represented this week. And they'll be once again on the podium very shortly. 26.71, dead heat. I'm sure that won't be the last of dead heats at finals over the next 5 days. We've had some cracking races so far, and we move on to our last 50-metre butterfly final for the 17 and over. In lane 0, we have Alistair Kirkwood from the city of Glasgow. In 1, Alex Forsyth, University of Stirling. 2, Conor McNeil, Ren 96. In 3, Greg Watson, Edinburgh University. Sean Campsey from Stirling in 4. Callum Bain, University of Stirling 5. Gregor Swinney, Best in 6. Henry Mackenzie at Warrender Bass in 7. Matthew Nicholson, City of Glasgow 8. And Ryan Brown, City of Glasgow in 9. Sean Campsey in 4 will be a strong fancy to take this one.
Yeah, definitely.
And a very level start between Sean in 4 and Callum Bain in 5. Stirling and University of Stirling swimmers. And coming through is indeed Sean Campsey in 4. He's got about a body length advantage over Callum Bain and Greg Watson. And at the touch, Sean Campsey takes that 24.21. Second place, Callum Bain, 25.04. And in third place, Greg Watson. There you see him coming in, Jodie. Look at that technique. Nice low head.
Yep, absolutely. No breathing in that final 5. It's critical in these splash and dash events. Great swim there for Sean Campsey. Also Callum Bain in second place. Really good swim for him. Almost under that 25 second mark, sorry. Yep. Well over the 25 metres. I'm sure he will have been hoping for that, but I'm sure that's to come.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll come for him fairly soon. Just keep working away. We have Carol Bartlett, our bronze medalist from Western Barton. Daniel Ferguson, silver medalist from Swim West Lothian. And Warrender Bath's Archie Goodburn is our national champion at 15-year-old 50-metre butterfly. I stand corrected, that should have been Keir Edgar, actually got third place. The swimmer from first, Daniel Ferguson second, and Archie Goodburn in third. Mark Hill was the bronze medalist in the 16-year-old category. And a dead heat, Thomas Balfour from North Lanark. He is our Scottish national champion. And Josh Monroe also is a gold medalist from the city of Leicester. This is one thing that happens in Scotland. If you finish second and the swimmer finishes first and has come from another country and has not decided that they've chosen Scotland as their country of residence or representation, the national award as Scottish champion goes to the second or third place swimmer if they are the first Scottish swimmer that take part in that final. So that's something you knew, Jodie?
Yeah, absolutely. Commemorative medals, we used to call them. Still very much, it was about the times for us, the times that we could post on the day, but it's great to get that bit of silverware or goldware.
It is great for these guys to come up and get a gold medal at Scottish national age groups. And Sean Campsey, our national champion at 50 fly in the 70-year-old age group. Callum Bain and Greg Watson second and third. So after all that fly, we get to 100 freestyle for girls. We again have the 5 finals, kicking off with the 11, 13-year-old, then 14, 15, 16 and 17 and over. Mixture of ages here. We have 11-year-olds, 12-year-olds, 13-year-olds. Good crowd in here this evening, making plenty noise. In lane 0, we have Elspeth Roper from Best. That's Borders Elite Swim Team. Maisie Elliott back in the pool from the City of Leicester. In lane 2 is Katie Shanahan, City of Glasgow, 12-year-old. In 3, Iona McLeod from Dundee City Aquatics. In lane 4, Rosie Morgan from Coast. In 5, Chloe Baxter, another swimmer from the City of Leicester. Katie Goodburn from Warrender in 6. Ellie Turner, Carnegie 7. Emma Jeffrey from North Lanark in lane 8. And Ellie Riley, Heart of Midlothian in 9. Very level start there, Jodie, by all 10 swimmers rather, 10 lane pool.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a blanket at the moment. It's really difficult to separate them. This is kind of what we want to see in this sort of racing. You know, they're all going for it over the first 50 metres, and you just can't hold anything back on 100. Yeah,
it looks like it's Iona McLeod in lane 3, and in lane 4, Rosie Morgan. Indeed, Rosie Morgan, 29.52, 29.75, Iona McLeod, and Chloe Baxter in lane 5, not far behind. And coming down with just over 25 to go, it's lane 4, Rosie Morgan, just heading other side. And coming down with 5 to go, Rosie Morgan is going to take this. Iona McLeod will take second, and Chloe Baxter third. Good race from these girls there. 59.89. What a swim there, sub a minute.
Yeah, every swimmer will know the minute mark is a huge, huge barrier, and I'm hoping that's the first time for her, because that would be the best feeling in the world. It's such a good benchmark, and she's just smashed through it today.
And what a time there from Chloe Baxter, the 11-year-old. 1:00:89. That's a fantastic time, isn't it, Jodie?
Yeah, very, very quick swimming. She had a really, really great race there. She really fought right to the end, so I'm not surprised that she came in that fast.
Our next final is the 14-year-olds. In lane 0, we have Jessica McKee from Carnegie. In lane 1, Alex Bonner from Coast. In 2, Erica Chopik from Border Elite Swim Team. In lane 3, Gaia Alcaraz from Coast. In 4, Lucy Ross from South Lanark. Ailey Redpath in 5 from Midlothian. 6, Rebecca Reid from Aberdeen. In 7, Lauren Wetherill from Bogues. In lane 8, Nicole Ogg from Geary. And in 9, Kristen Calder, Falkirk Integrated Regional Swim Team. That's first for all you people in the Falkirk area. Oh, one or two swimmers were a little bit slower in getting off the blocks there, Jodie.
Yeah, it's really important to get the quickest reaction speed you possibly can to get the best advantage coming out of the water.
Yeah, I think the swimmers this side were a little bit slow. The ones in the middle got off to a very good start. Lucy Ross, Gaia Alcaraz, Ailey Redpath in 4, 3 and 5. And they seem to have the race at the mercy at the halfway mark. It's Lucy Ross and Ailey Redpath, 29.45, 29.60. So look for a time just over a minute here.
Yeah, that's roughly the same split as in the last final. Chloe Baxter, 29.40 something.
Lucy Ross, better known as a breaststroke swimmer, but goodness, she's going really, really well down this final stretch. She's being challenged now by Ailey Redpath. Lucy's looking strong. Lucy's just got about half a metre advantage over Ailey Redpath. Looks like third place will be Gaia Alcaraz. Yeah, Gaia got up to take third. 1:00:57, 1:01:36 for Ailey Redpath. And Gaia Alcaraz, 1:01:91. She's back on the podium after that 200 fly. What a swim to get third place in 100. Fantastic.
Lucy Ross, a member of the youth development squad. She's been swimming really well this last few months. So good to see her competing and winning a freestyle event after dominating various breaststrokes recently. We now move on to our 15-year-old finalist. We have Kristen Laurie in 0 from first. In 1, Kirsty Stewart from Aberdeen. In lane 2, Emma Govan from Swim West Lothian. In 3, Jasmine Perry from Coast. In 4, Katie Robertson, South Ayrshire. In 5, Roisin Ramsey from Warner Baths. 6, Sophie Smith from St Thomas. 7, Constance Farmer, City of Leicester. 8, Anna McFarlane, Heart of Midlothian. And 9, Amy Malone from Stirling. Katie Robertson, Roisin Ramsey, Sophie Smith. 4, 5 and 6. Katie Robertson 59.68 in the heats. So expect fireworks from those 3 girls. Very level start. Lane 2, Emma Govan well up there, as is Katie Robertson in 4, and Sophie Smith in lane 6. It's our Broth St Thomas girl in lane 6 who seems to have the advantage. Oh, Sophie's gone off really fast in 6, Jodie. Look for sub a minute from some of these girls. 28.21, Katie Robertson 28.71, Roisin Ramsey 29.26. It's between those 3, Sophie and Katie.
Yeah, Sophie seems to be pulling away, in fact, in the final 25 metres. Really impressive swimming from her. She seems to be getting even stronger.
Yeah, Sophie's already won the 1500 this morning. She's going to do double here on the 100. Katie Robertson taking 2nd, Roisin Ramsey 3rd. All under a minute. Oh, fantastic girls. 59, 50, 58.45, 58.60 and 59.56. Wow.
Quick swimming in that final.
It certainly was.
It was good to see a win as well from outside of the middle lanes. Lane 6 getting that one.
Absolutely. A lot of rivalry between Roisin Ramsey and Sophie Smith in a lot of the freestyle events. Last week, Sophie and Roisin went at it hammer and tongs on a 400 free, and Roisin just got up to snatch it at the death. Both girls posting times of some 4:26. And our medalists, Chloe Baxter, 100 free. Iona McLeod, our silver medalist, and Rosie Morgan from Coast, our national champion in the 11 to 13-year-old age group category. And back on the podium, Gaia Alcaraz from Coast taking bronze in the 100 free for 14-year-olds. Ailey Redpath, good to see Ailey get on the podium from Midlothian. She's been swimming really well at district level at East Districts. However, Lucy Ross, East Kilbride swimmer representing South Lanark this week. I expect to see Lucy on the podium a number of times, certainly on breaststroke throughout the rest of this week, taking the 14-year-old 100 freestyle and being our 14-year-old national champion. Please remember, send in your tweets to #snags2016. Back to the swimming, we have our 16-year-old finalists. Over in lane 0, we have Niamh Ritchie from Warner Baths. In lane 1, Anya Reid from first. In lane 2, Katie Smith, Warner Baths. In lane 3, Katie Taylor, Heart of Midlothian. In 4, Anna Fleming, City of Glasgow. In 5, Alice Alcaraz, Coast. Ailey Smith, City of Glasgow 6. Zoe McDonald from Mulganbears Den 7. Orla Edwards, Alford in 8. Hayley Collier, Carnegie 9. And expect Anna Fleming to really go and dominate this one, I suspect, Jodie. She's sub a minute, 58.74, well ahead on entry time to the other swimmers.
Yeah, she's been swimming fantastically at the moment. She's well ahead at the minute. But yes, no, she's been swimming great. 58.74 this morning to come into the final, so we'll see what she can do.
Yeah. Youth squad member. And Anna, 28.18. Katie Smith, 28.38. Alice Alcaraz, 29.03. And Katie Taylor, 29.06. Third and fourth. And it's still coming down with just over 10 to go. Anna Fleming over on the far side. Katie Smith and Katie Taylor making an effort to try to get in terms and get on the podium again. She might get third. And just holding on, Anna Fleming takes that. Katie Smith second and Katie Taylor third. And in fourth, Alice Alcaraz, 59.93. 1, 2, 3, 4, all under the minute. Oh, another fantastic swim from those girls there, Jodie.
Great swim from Katie Smith. She went 58 point there. Her time from this morning was a 101.7, so a massive drop.
Yeah, Katie Smith will be delighted to go sub 59. She's been sub a minute, but that's the first time Katie Smith in a 50-metre pool has gone under the 59. In fact, memory serves, Katie Taylor, that's the first time Katie's also gone under the minute. Her PB is something like 1:00:48, so a good second improvement there. That's what it's all about, competitive swimming. Good to see Alice Alcaraz also going under the minute there. I'm sure Alice will be delighted to be under the minute. I don't think Alice has been under the minute yet, so good to see these girls doing so well.
Definitely. I should have mentioned this earlier on, but Katie Taylor is actually your daughter that you've been looking out for. It's a second bronze for her this evening. Yeah, absolutely fantastic swimming. You must be a proud parent.
I'll be quite pleased to see that, yeah. We have Danielle Joyce in 0 from University of Stirling. Emily Crane, City of Leicester in 1. Hayley Monteith, Edinburgh University 2. Lucy Hope, Edinburgh University 3. Rachel Masson, South Aberdeen 4. Camilla Hattersley, City of Glasgow 5. Katie Stark-Warner 6. Samantha Caulfield, Edinburgh University 7. Gil Simona, South Swim West Lothian in 8. And Erin Cumming from Perth City in lane 9. Already lanes 3, 4 and 5 are our early leaders, Jodie.
Yeah, I'm expecting something pretty impressive from Camilla today. She's been swimming fantastically. The Edinburgh International meet a couple of weeks ago. She's just turning now. And it's in fact Rachel Masson that comes in first, 27.22. Camilla not far behind, 27.34.
Yeah, nothing between Raquel or Camilla. And coming down with just 25 to go, it's Raquel and Camilla. And Lucy Hope in lane 3, she's not given up any hope, pardon the pun, of taking this. This is going to be on the touch. This is a tight finish here, Jodie.
God, how do you
like
split
it's
that?
Going to be Camilla. It is. It's Camilla just snatches it. 56.43, 56.51 from Raquel, and Lucy Hope 56.60. What another fantastic finish there, Jodie.
What a swim. I mean, Camilla's really showing there the endurance that she's got. You know, primarily she swims the 400 and the 800 metres, but out of nowhere.
Yeah, to do that, 100 metres, it's almost unbelievable for Camilla to do that when she's so good over the 400 and 800 metres.
Definitely, and she had her first Commonwealth Games in 2014, obviously at this very pool. I think that's been a massive boost for her, just, the confidence of swimming under the national flag.
Exactly, yeah. It's fantastic to see Camilla. She's really been swimming fantastic the last 6 months. And it all goes well for the trials in 2 or 3 weeks' time. If she can do that over 100, just wonder what she can do over the 400 and 800, Jodie.
Definitely. I mean, both of those events are fairly wide open in terms of, the second, the third, the fourth places. Yeah. So it'd be great to see her on the podium.
And back to our podium, we have our 15-year-old medalist being presented. Lady in red, Roisin Ramsey just had her bronze medal. Katie Robertson in the blue from South Ayrshire. And a big smile on our Arbroath St Thomas's Sophie Smith. Good to see these girls back up on the podium. Our second gold medal there for our Arbroath St Thomas Sophie Smith. We now move over to our 16-year-old medalists getting presented. Third, Katie Taylor from Harton Midlothian. Katie Moore, light camp Camilla, distance swimmer. Katie Smith from Warner Baths, finishing second. And nice to see Anna Fleming back, swimming really, really well, taking that. Being a little bit under the weather the last few months, but coming back strongly now. Good to see that, Jodie. And after our last event, we now have the 1, 2, 3 for our 70-year-olds. Lucy Hope taking bronze. Kel Masson, silver. And as you say, great to see Camilla Hattersley on 100 metres take that at the death.
Yeah, and quick swimming from all of those girls, all of them under the 57 mark, so very, very quick swimming. And again, great 2 weeks out from the main trials.
Yeah, absolutely. She can now go away and just take things a little easier. Get herself in shape for the middle of April, and hopefully do herself justice back in this pool where it all counts, leading up to the Olympics later this year. And after that freestyle, we move on to breaststroke for boys. It's a 200 metres. 11 to 13-year-old finalists. In lane 0, Finlay Cousins from Geary. In lane 1, Lewis McKenzie from Warner Baths. In lane 2, Owen McBurney from Dumfries. In 3, Joseph Brownlee, Swim West Lothian. In 4, Angus Allison, Inverleith. In 5, Daniel Saunders, Warner Baths. In 6, Kerr Martin, North Lanark. In 7, Jack Smith from Carlisle. 8, Lewis Thompson from Midlothian. And in lane 9, James Bapley from the City of Leicester. These boys in the heats, 2:43.57 Angus Allison in lane 4, through to 2:55.09 James Bartley. Some of these swimmers would have done just enough, Jodie, to make the final, certainly the ones in the middle lane, so we'll expect them to go a lot faster this evening.
Yeah, definitely. The kind of ideal situation is that in the morning you are able to conserve a little bit of energy and then really hit for home in the finals in the evening. But you just never know. I mean, you've got to know your own body in that sense. And I mean, it looks like these guys are pretty fresh as a daisy.
Yeah. Sometimes the adrenaline for the younger swimmers means that they just lose that little bit of energy in the evening. But certainly it looks good for middle lanes. Daniel Saunders, early leader, 36.27. Martin Kerr in lane 6, 37.04. Angus Allison not far behind.
Yeah, lovely long glide there from Daniel Saunders in lane number 5. That's what makes the difference really in these breaststroke events. Really powerful kick, really long glide.
So coming up to the halfway mark, it's the Wanda swimmer in lane 5, Daniel Saunders. He's gone about a body length ahead of Angus Allison from Inverleith. And in lane 6, Kerr Martin, North Lanark. They pulled a little bit ahead of the rest of the field there, Jodie. And what are we looking from these boys as they come down this penultimate 50?
Well, the third 50 is notorious. This is the burner. You know, this is where they've really got to kick in. It's where the mental element of racing comes into play. You know, your body is starting to hurt at this point. You know you've still got another length to go. So you've really got to focus and just trust in your training.
And this is where it all begins to develop with 50 to go. Angus Allison, as he timed this perfectly. Gap just over half a second. Daniel Saunders And they've gone some way clear of Kerr Martin in third place. It's between those two, Jodie.
Yeah, it's coming back like an absolute powerhouse in lane number 4, Angus Allison. He's looking like it's neck and neck at the moment as they come into the final 25. Can he get it?
And it's all about timing here, Jodie. Get the race just spot on, and that's what Inverleith's Angus Allison is doing. He's going to win this by probably about a body length or more. Angus has timed this perfectly. Good swim from both these boys. Angus takes it. Daniel Saunders finishes it close for third. We'll wait for the referee to call that. In fact, I think Joseph Brownlee from Swim West Lothian got up to take third from Kerr Martin. Just wait for our referee to confirm that, but you see there, it's on your screen, and there's our finish order. Angus Allison 2:41.33, Daniel Saunders 2:42.70, and Joseph Brownlee taking third.
Really impressed there with Angus Allison. That was very mature racing. You know, it's something that a lot of the elite swimmers develop over time, but you know, he's coming in quite young and already knowing how to pace his race. It's a real skill.
Yeah, for some of these young lads, just knowing how to time it to absolute perfection, it is a skill that they will learn and pick up as their swimming career goes on and on. But good to see a good strong swim from both these boys. Our next final is the 14-year-olds. In lane 0 we have Joe Ewing from Warner Baths. In 1, Greg Fairbairn from North Lanark. In lane 2 we have Rory Dixon from North Ayrshire. In 3, Ethan Lindsay from Aberdeen. In 4, William Bell from the City of Leicester. In 5, John Keane from Swim West Lothian. In 6, Jay Newman, City of Leicester. 7, Luke Mitchell, Perth City. In 8, Joel Sinclair from Carlisle. And 9, Conor Massey, City of Glasgow. So in lanes 4 and 6, City of Leicester well represented here again, Jodie.
Yeah, definitely a couple of interesting starts again in that race. A few slow ones. We're really starting to see the difference it can make, particularly in lane number 6. You can see he had a brilliant start there and it's already paying dividends.
Maybe that's something they practice down at the City of Leicester. Both these boys have got off to a very good start. They are certainly, looks as though they're just heading John Keane. 34.39, 34.81 and 34.93. Jay Newman, William Bell and John Keane. And out of the turn, it's the 2 Leicester boys who have the slight advantage here, Jodie.
Yep, definitely. And John Keane of South West Lothian in the middle of those two. But he's looking like he's starting to come through now, not phased by the 2 guys outside of him.
Also well up there is Ethan Lindsay in lane 3. The Aberdeen boy, and they're beginning to bunch up a little bit in lane 4. It's his teammate William Bell who's taken it up. It's still Leicester 1 and 2 with John Keane close behind in third. But as you can see from our picture, there's 4 or 5 swimmers all well there.
Yeah, it's still all to play for in this race. A lot can happen in the final 75 of a 200-metre breaststroke. Very much comes down to technique. Again, who can hold it together when the legs are really starting to burn. And
it's a question of not panicking here. John's just got to keep these stroke going so that he can get in and put a challenge in this last 50, Jodie.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be William Bell. And it is 1:53.26, the final turn for him now. And he looks like he's starting to pull away.
He does. He looks as though he's done enough in the heats and saved plenty of energy to come out and dominate this final. It's going to be fairly close between 2 boys in 5 and 6. Could be a Leicester 1-2.
There is still a battle for silver, John Keane and Jay Newman. But can the Scottish boy make it?
Yeah, William Bell's certainly going to take this. Jay Newman looks as though he's going to just hold on the challenge from John Keane to take second. Very close there. But a grand swim there from William Bell. 2:31.70 his winning time.
Yeah, great swim. 2 seconds faster than the heats this morning. So you're right. I think he saved just about enough energy to pull it out of the bag.
Yeah. And that is now a confirmed result. William Bell, Jane Newman and John Keane. All very, very much faster than they were this morning. Or this afternoon rather. Our younger swimmers swam this afternoon, 14 and unders. So they've not had an awful lot of recovery time, unlike some the 15 and overs.
Yes, when you're an age grouper, particularly the younger you are, you do need less recovery. Your body bounces back much quicker. It's when you get to the senior kind of level, 16 and above, that's when you really need to start thinking about the recovery element.
Yeah, this is, I take it, when the lactic acid really kicks in, Jodie.
Yeah, absolutely.
And talking about older stars, we now move on to our 15-year-olds. In lane 0, we have Callum Robertson from Warnerbaths. In lane 1, Thomas Cannon, Inverclyde. 2, Greg Rowe, Carnegie. 3, Daniel Ferguson, Swim West Lothian. Archie Goodburn from Warnerbaths and 4. 5 is Andrew McIntosh, South Lanark. 6, Max Hagan, Highland. 7, Callum Warnock, North Lanark. 8, Nathan McGraw, Swim West Lothian. And 9, Alistair Cormack, Perth City. Can Archie Goodburn double up in this one?
That was a very quick start there. And he's coming up first in lane number 5.
Yes, that was a very, very quick start there. Andrew McIntosh. Archie Goodburn well there in lane 4. Also over in lane 2, Greg Rowe. Greg's a very, very good breaststroke swimmer from Carnegie. Archie Goodburn looks as though he's going to touch in the lead. 33.60. He's the East District age group champion. And he's looking good.
Yeah, both the middle lanes. Just look at that glide from Andrew McIntosh in lane number 5. He's staying under for ages.
He is indeed. There's little between these two, coming down with just over 25 to go. And it's still Archie with the advantage over on the far side. Don't discount Greg Rowe for second. It's Archie Goodburn in the red cap who's going to take this. Greg Rowe, fantastic swim in the outside lane in lane 2. He's doing really, really well to keep up with these boys. And they've pulled some way ahead of the rest of the field already, Jodie.
Yeah, he has. He's doing well. 1:11 at the turn just there, but it's still on at the moment between the centre lanes and lane number 2. As you said, can't discount him. It's between the 3 of them at the moment, and they're really putting in everything they've got on this third 50.
You can see with the blue cap in lane 3, Daniel Ferguson. Daniel's probably feeling the effects of one of the swims earlier on, but he's hanging in there to try and challenge if he can get back into the picture. But little between Archie and Andrew McIntosh up with the final turn. 0.15 difference.
Well, this is turning out to be a real cat and mouse race between these two. And it looks like Andrew McIntosh is starting to pull away in that lovely glide. It's just fantastic.
It is a fantastic, lovely to watch, isn't it? He's pulling further and further away from Archie as we reach the final 25.
He's starting to up the rate just ever so slightly as he comes into the final 5.
And Andrew McIntosh is going to take this. Archie Goodburn has to settle for second. Greg Rowe coming in third, with Daniel Ferguson in 4th. And we'll just wait for the referee to confirm that one.
Big time from McIntosh there.
It was a fantastic time.
3 seconds underneath the time he swam this morning.
Unfortunately, Jodie, as the board shows us, there was a disqualification. Andrew McIntosh disqualified for a technical infringement that promotes the swimmers up one place. So our champion is now Archie Goodburn. Greg Rowe promoted to second place, with Daniel Ferguson in third.
so tough on the breaststrokes. There's a few things that you can get wrong. You've just got to be so precise when you're hitting the wall, particularly now with this underwater fly kick rule. You've got to make sure, you know, that you're not looking like you're doing any excess from what's allowed. It's just, it's tough.
Yeah. And on the podium now are 11 to 13-year-olds. The bronze medalist was Joseph Brownlee from Swim West Lothian. Our silver medalist from Warner Baths, Daniel Saunders. And in the yellow there is Angus Anderson from Inverleith. We have the presentation for our 14-year-olds. John Keane being presented with his bronze medal from Swim West Lothian. The City of Leicester, Jane Newman, is our silver medalist, and Scottish Age Group champion is William Bell from the City of Leicester. However, National Age Group champion is John Keane from Swim West Lothian as our first and second. We're both from the City of Leicester. And Neil Valentine, gentleman just coming out of the picture there, one of our referees from the Midlands district. Neil is actually one of our referees poolside this evening. And after the events of that last final there, we move on to our 16-year-olds. In lane 0 we have Gregor Barnett from Brock. In lane 1, Blair Watrick from Dumfries. In 2, Thomas McSkimming, Warner Baths. In lane 3, Jack Green, Arbroath St Thomas. In lane 4, Ross Neely, Swim West Lothian. In 5, Fraser Allison, Warner Baths. In 6, Jamie Kettle from the City of Leicester. Thomas Balfour, North Lanark in 7. David Rowan, South Ayrshire in 8. And Sam Huntington, Aberdeen in lane 9. I'm sure Sam's dad, Matt, will be hoping Sam has a good swim in lane 9. Matt, one of our poolside officials. And again, a very level start by all the swimmers there, Jodie.
Yeah, definitely. It's looking pretty even at the moment. A few of these swimmers we've seen already tonight, so we'll see if that's taken its toll. But looking good so far in lane number 3 is Jack Green from St Thomas.
Arbroath St Thomas, he's going really, really well here, Jodie. He's probably got about half a metre advantage over the rest of the field, who are very, very tightly bunched. There's not much between 2 through to about 6.
Yeah, he takes the first turn there. Pretty swift, 33.49. And like you say, he's a body length ahead just now of the rest of the guys. Can he hold this?
And you'd certainly expect the swimmers in the middle lanes to start coming through in the latter part. They're also well up there in lane number 7, Thomas Balfour, the North Lanarkshire boy. Thomas is probably lying third here, but still over on the far side in lane 3. Still Jack. That lead probably cut down now by lane 5. Fraser Allison from Warner Baths. Certainly looks like Fraser's beginning to get on terms here with Jack, Jodie here.
Yeah, he's really started to close the gap now. It is those 3 in the middle just starting to pull away. Again, it looks like we've got another perfectly timed race from Fraser Allison. He held back a little bit, first 50, gradually started building his speed, and now he's really going for it on the third 50.
He's looking good, isn't he? Looks as though he's just beginning to get into the groove here. He's gone probably about a body length ahead of both Ross Neely and Jack Green. They've almost turned identically. Ross in lane 4. What's he got? He's certainly gone into second place. Is he timed this perfectly just to get back on terms with Fraser? This is fantastic swimming from both these boys.
Absolutely. This is the part of the race that really does separate the men from the boys. Who's got it left in them mentally and physically to finish?
Fraser Allison still holding off Ross Neely. Fraser Allison probably with about half a metre advantage, and Fraser Allison's timed this perfectly to take this. Ross Neely just didn't quite have enough to get up to get second, and a great swim there over in lane 3. Jack Green getting third from the Arbroath St Thomas. Winning time 2:29.31. As you can see, touching there, Fraser Allison.
Yeah, beautiful swim from him there. Really did time it perfectly, like we've said. The other boys stayed with him pretty well, but he just had that final bit at the end just to carry through.
Yeah. Fraser Allison looking really, really strong there. And we have an interesting final coming up. In the 17-year-old age group and up. In 0, Callum McBeath, Forres. In lane 1, George Clough from Wanda. In 2, Craig Barnes, South Ayrshire. In 3, Benedict Tortolano, University of Stirling. In 4, certain Ross Murdoch, University of Stirling. And Craig Benson, University of Stirling in 5. Callum Laurie, first in 6. Tobin Morey, Mackay champion, Perth City in 7. Cameron Muir, South Ayrshire in 8. And Jack McComish, City of Glasgow in 9. Let's see what Ross Murdoch in 4 can deliver, Jodie. What are you expecting from him now?
Oh, it's going to be an exciting race, that one's for sure, but expect Ross to really take this out. You know, he's a very passionate swimmer, really swims with his emotions, and I hope we'll see that tonight. Yeah,
it's great to see Ross Murdoch here. Great that all these kids can see a Commonwealth champion in the pool. He looked very comfortable this morning. It was a good 5 seconds clear of the rest of the field in the heats. So expect something round about, I'd say 2:10 or thereabouts, Jodie?
Yep, I mean, he'd certainly be pleased with that at this stage out from trials, but also Craig Benson in lane 5 next to him. He's been swimming brilliantly. He's really come back through. He obviously qualified for the Olympics in 2012, and then he's come back through the ranks over the last 4 years, so I'm really hoping for something big from him here as well.
Yeah. And in lane 5, Craig Benson not far behind Ross Murdoch at the halfway mark. They pulled away by some 4 or 5 metres from the rest of the field. Ross Murdoch turning 103.62, 104.38. Not much between the two of them, Jodie. It's a good race developing here.
Yep, I mean, Craig's definitely not letting him go at the moment, but the two of them just look so confident in the water, and that's something that the University of Stirling really instills within their swimmers, you know, to believe in themselves. And I mean, just look at Ross at the moment. Just swimming fantastically.
Great to see Ross Murdoch here. Certainly Ross, an advocate of getting the kids to come to these events, and Scottish schools, big ambassador for the sport. And he's opened up over a 2-second advantage over Craig Benson. It's a joy just to see him. Look at the technique there, Jodie.
Definitely. I mean, he just looks so relaxed in the water. I mean, this is obviously the pool that brought him his major success, so for him this really is home, and he's just holding it together every single step of the way. It just doesn't seem to faze him.
Yeah. And he makes it look so easy, doesn't he?
2:11.17. I think he'll be happy enough with that.
I'm sure he'll be very delighted with that. Didn't have to work too hard to do that time, did he?
Got a little nod from him there, nod of approval.
Yeah.
2:13.5 for Craig as well.
Yeah, I think both these young men are delighted with those swims. That'll set them up nicely for the trials in a few weeks' time.
Definitely, it's a good benchmark for them to know that they can do that completely unrested at the moment, and hopefully it's only going to get better.
Exactly. Yeah. Still in hard training to come here and do that, as you say. And that concludes all the breaststroke for this evening. we move on to our presentation. And our 50-year-old medalist, Daniel Ferguson, just been presented with his bronze medal from Swim West Lothian. Carnegie's Greg Rowe being our silver medalist, and our national age group champion, Warrenderbath's Archie Goodburn. Archie, win number 2 this evening. I'm sure it won't be the last that we'll see Archie on the podium striking gold. Our 16-year-old medalist, Jack Green, Arbroath St Thomas, is our bronze medalist. Ross Neely from Swim West Lothian, our silver medalist. And our national age group champion from Warrenderbaths, Fraser Allison. Warrender very, very strong on breaststroke. Archie Goodburn and now Fraser Allison. Craig Benson, who will be on the podium very shortly, our silver medalist. Craig, also well renowned for swimming for many, many years at Warrenderbaths. Benedict Tortolano, University of Stirling, is our bronze medalist. Craig Benson, also from the University of Stirling, our silver medalist. And also from the University of Stirling, making a 1-2-3, Ross Murder. Good camaraderie from these lads. Train hard together, swim hard. Good to see them. I'm sure when you were watching that, you would pick up a few useful tips.
Definitely, the University of Stirling really focuses a lot on the technique of their swimmers, so not just about the times they're swimming in the pool, it's really about breaking down, compartmentalising their strokes and focusing on the weaknesses. And I mean, as you could see there in the pool, it was just a masterclass.
Yep, absolutely, Jodie. Our final event for the girls this evening is backstroke. It's a 50-metre event, so we've gone to the other end of the pool. In lane 0, Katie Goodburn from Warrenderbaths. In lane 1, Anna Schlesser from Coast. In lane 2, Victoria McCormack from South Ayrshire. In lane 3, Iona MacLeod, Dundee City Aquatics. In lane 4, Katie Shanahan, City of Glasgow. In lane 5, Ellie Turner, Carnegie. In 6, Rosie Morgan from Coast. In 7, Elise Fitzgerald, South Lanark. In lane number 8, Lucy Lucas, East Lothian. And in lane 9, Maria Cabelli from Dundee City Aquatics. In lane 4, Katie Shanahan, 32.54, posted an 11-year-old age group record. So can she go faster? That was 32.54 in the afternoon heats. All off to a very level start, but a fantastic start in lane number 6 there. Rosie Morgan from Coast. Oh, she's got off to a cracking start there, Jodie. She's got about a body length advantage over the rest of the field.
Yeah, definitely, and she's already swam this evening, so testament to her endurance. It does, however, look like lane number 4, Katie Shanahan's coming back.
At the death, Katie Shanahan's fighting back. It's Katie Shanahan. Yep. She takes that. 32.07. Oh, what a fantastic swim there. That was second place. Ellie Turner and Rosie Morgan third. What a fantastic finish there. Katie Shanahan to fight back and take that to death there.
Faster than she swam in this afternoon's heats as well.
Almost half a second faster. And she's only 11, Jodie.
That is such quick swimming from an 11-year-old.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
She's got a bright future ahead.
Were you nearly as fast as that at your age?
Oh, of course. Absolutely not.
We move on to our 14-year-olds now. In lane 0 we have Sophie Newberry from South Lanark. In lane 1, Rachel Gillespie, O'Gine Bearsden. In 2, Gaia Alcaraz from Coast. In 3, Serena Iguanam from the city of Glasgow. In 4, Lucy Ross, South Lanark. In 5, Elizabeth Wafer from Preston. In 6, Ellie Shields from O'Gine Bearsden. In 7, Sophie Cameron, South Ayrshire. In 8, Louise Woolley from Aberdeen and 8. And in 9, Alice Meldrum from South Lanark. Lucy Ross, Serena Iguanam, 4 and 3 already. We've got gold medals this evening. Let's see who will prevail in this one, or will someone else manage to snatch at the death. Look for Elizabeth Wafer in 5. She'll be there or thereabouts, I'm sure. And already in lane 4, Lucy Ross has got up to a great start. Also there in lane 5, Elizabeth Wafer. Not far behind is Serena Iguanam in 3. And coming down with just over 10 to go, it's Lucy Ross in 5, who looks as though she might just have the edge. It's going to be very close between her and Elizabeth Wafer. It's on the touch here. Oh, what a fantastic finish there. Lucy Ross takes that 32.17, 32.30 for Elizabeth Wafer. And Serena Iguanam, 32.44. What a fantastic race again there.
Yep, quicker for all 3 of those girls from the heats. Quick swimming as well.
Yep. The time there was actually slower than Katie Shannon in the previous final.
Just
amazing,
goes to show how impressive that is for an 11-year-old girl. Stunning
just shows
swimming.
that some of these young girls can post some fantastic times.
Absolutely, that's what's so exciting about age group swimming, is you really get to see the raw talent. You know, at this age, they've just really come into the sport in comparison to the elite swimmers at the top. So at this sort of stage, it's not been kind of trained into them. It's very much a natural, inherent talent.
So we now move on to our 15-year-olds. In lane 0, Amy Malone from Stirling. In 1, Sarah Fraser from Coast. 2, Molly Young from City of Glasgow. In 3, Anna McFarlane, Hartha Midlothian. Lexi Waller. In 4, Hartha Midlothian, Amber Moyer. Brock in 5, Constance Farmer, City of Leicester in 6, Kayla Manson, Lerwick in 7, Jennifer Storm, Coast in 8, and Lauren McCleary from Inverclyde in 9. Look for Lexi Waller, strong fancy in 4 to take this. Will Anna McFarlane, her teammate in 3, get on terms at all? And can Amber Moyer from Brock in 5 also get into the mix? Let's see. Good start there, Jodie in lane 4 from Lexi. She has a slight advantage over Amber, and also in lane 3 her teammate Anna McFarlane. But Lexi's looking good, Jodie, isn't she?
Definitely, she really made the most of that underwater 15 metres at the start of that race. You're much quicker underwater than you are on top, so she's really maximised that. Coming into the final 5.
It looks like a 1-2 for hearts. It's Lexi Waller, Anna McFarlane, Amber Moyer. And that's how it was. Lexi Waller 30.23, Anna McFarlane 31.03, and Amber Moyer 31.58.
So close to breaking that 30-second mark.
Certainly was. I'm sure Phil Potter, Hearts coach, will be jumping for joy there. 1-2. My goodness. Well done, Hartha Midlothian. We move on to another medal presentation here. Our 11 to 13-year-old 50 backstroke. Our bronze medalist from Coast, Rosie Morgan. Silver medalist from Carnegie, Ellie Turner. And gold medalist and national age group champion in a new age group record from the City of Glasgow, 32.07, Katie Shanahan. Well done, Katie. Next presentation is our 14-year-olds. Back on the podium, Serena Iguanum from the city of Glasgow taking bronze. Elizabeth Wafer, a Scottish-based swimmer from Preston, taking silver. And Lucy Ross from South Lanark taking the national champion for 14-year-olds for the 50 backstroke. Well done, Lucy. Back to the other end of the pool. We now move on to our 16-year-old finalists. In lane 0, from South Ayrshire, Megan Slider. In lane 2, from Wanderbaths, Katie Smith. In lane 2, from Coast, Ella Turner. In 3, from Coast, Alice Alcaraz. In 4, from South Ayrshire, Caitlin Duffy. In 5, from Wanderbaths, Niamh Ritchie. In 6, from Midlothian, Katie Golder. In 7, from Wanderbaths, Jessica Damon. In lane 8, Robin Morrison from North Lanark. And lane 9 is Alicia Lumsden from South Aberdeen. I'm expecting a very tight finish here between Niamh Ritchie in 5, Caitlin Duffy in 4. Niamh, the East District champion. Caitlin Duffy, West District champion. So East-West battle here. But there's others in here that are going to, I'm sure, challenge. Certainly lane 7. Jessica Damon got off to a flying start there, and she's well up there in the red cap of Warnda. Over in lane 4, Caitlin Duffy looks as though she's got the edge here, Jodie.
Yeah, definitely. She's managing to hold her own just at the moment. She's got an edge at the minute over Niamh Ritchie.
And it's Caitlin who looks as though she's just going to touch off Niamh at the end. She does. And Jess Damon, very good swim from Jess after 200 fly early on to get third place. Caitlin Duffy takes that. Niamh Ritchie, Warner in second, and Warner in third with Jess Damon. Another fantastic final there.
Yeah, great swims. Most of those girls actually under the 32-second mark, which is fantastic to see. A string of 31s. Really good swimming.
Yeah, nice to see a good mixture of events that some of these girls are taking part in. We had Katie Smith there on backstroke. She had already done a freestyle. Jess Damon, fly, also doing backstroke. And our last backstroke event, our 17 overs. In lane 0, Caroline McIntosh from Coast, Mary Swanson in 1 from Warner, Lauren Jilks, City of Glasgow in 2, Chloe Barclay, Western Barton in 3, Emily Crane, City of Leicester 4, Karen Reid, South Ayrshire 5, Gul Simonal, South Swim West Lothian 6, Jennifer King, South Lanark 7, Megan Briggs, Warner in 8, and Julie Williams, Mulcairn Bearsden in 9. Karen Reid, Emily Crane, 30-25, 30-26 in the heats. So again, expect a tight finish in this one, Jodie.
Yep, definitely. 0.01 separating them. Who's going to be up first? It looks like Emily Crane who has the advantage out of the start.
And looks like lane 4, Emily Crane just leads lane 6, Wilson O'Neill. And in lane 4, it certainly looks as though Emily Crane's just going to take this. It's going to be very, very close for second and third. No doubt about who takes this. Emily Crane takes this. Chloe Bartley got up to take second, and third, Gul Simonal. Another fantastic finish there.
Yeah, brilliant swimming. 2 sub-30 swims. Not sure if that's the first time for those girls, but that's certainly another big benchmark.
Yeah, anything under 30 seconds on backstroke for these young ladies, fantastic, isn't it? And you wonder what our 11 and 12 and 13-year-old girls will be doing in about 4 years' time.
Definitely. I mean, the swimming's just been so swift, especially long course, because underwater is such a huge feature on the backstroke. It's much quicker, as we were saying earlier, than swimming over the water. So when you've got the 50-metre turn, the 25-metre turn, you get a big advantage. So to be swimming that quick in a long course pool, it's great.
15-year-old medalist Amber Moyer, bronze, Hannah McFarlane, silver, and Lexi Waller, our gold medalist. Our 16-year-old medalist, bronze medalist, Jess Damon from Warner Baths. Good to see Jess on the podium again. Teammate Niamh Ritchie taking silver. And Caitlin Duffy, South Ayrshire, 16-year-old Scottish national age group champion. Well done, Caitlin. And our last presentation for backstroke is our 17 overs. Gil Simono, swimmer West Lothian, our bronze medalist. Chloe Barclay from Western Barton, our silver medalist. And our gold medalist and Scottish national age group champion. Sorry, our gold medalist is Emily Crane from the city of Leicester. However, Chloe Barclay, being top Scot, is our Scottish national champion. Nearly got that wrong again, Jodie. Too many Leicester swimmers on the podium this evening.
Yeah, that's a
but it's good to see that.
Blessing and a curse.
Yeah, always good to see Leicester swimmers pushing our Scottish swimmers on. That's what it's all about. Our last finals tonight are 100-metre backstroke. Our 5 finals about to get underway. We start off with our 11 to 13-year-olds. In lane 0 we have Joshua Aspinall from Warner Baths. In lane number 1, Evan Jones from Nuneaton. Evan, a Scottish-based English swimmer. In lane 2, Owen McBurney from Dumfries. In 3, Jack Munsey from Kinross. 4, Douglas Kelly, Mulcahy Bearsden. 5, Spencer Dullivan from Dumfries. Lane 6, Sean Craig Mile, East Lothian. In lane 7, Sean Patrick McGowan from Hillington, another Scottish-based English swimmer. Elliot Miller from First in 8, and Kerr Martin from North Lanark in lane number 9. These boys in the heats, 1:08.45, Douglas Kelly in lane 4, through to Kerr Martin, 1:11.70 in lane 9. So Douglas Kelly will be a strong fancy in this one. Douglas already broken a Scottish age group record earlier on the fly, and he's got off to a very good start here, Jodie.
Yeah, he really has. Clearly not fazed by the swim earlier in the session. He's taking out really strong. Still with him though, in lane number 5, it is Spencer Bullivant. Both of them looking good in those middle lanes.
And it's all about getting a good turn, isn't it, Jodie, and getting as much distance underwater off that turn and really kicking on and get a lot of underwater work here, Wolves.
Absolutely, and we'll see them both now hopefully maximising that. Both out after the 5 metres, and turning first was 32.83 Douglas Kelly. He's still looking strong.
Very little between the 2 lanes in the middle now. Douglas Kelly being challenged by Spencer in lane 5. Snip and tuck here. Spencer and Douglas, very little between the 2 boys now. Looks as though Spencer may just prevail. He's gone about half a metre ahead of Douglas Kelly. A great swim there from the Dumfries base. Spencer Bullivant, he takes that. Douglas Kelly takes second, and third place in lane 7, Sean Patrick McGowan, our Hillington-based swimmer.
Great times as well from those guys there. 107s for the two in the golden lanes.
Yeah, very fast 107. Both these boys 106, so saved a bit from this afternoon to go a second or so faster in the evening. But good to see Spencer Bullivant coming through strongly, just to snatch that at the death from Douglas Kelly. Our next final is our 14-year-olds. In lane 0, Keir Buchanan from South Lanark. In lane 1, Liam McLaughlin from Warner Bass. In 2, Alexander Harris from Stirling. In 3, Fraser Wilson, Midlothian. In 4, Cole Lee from the City of Leicester and teammate George Dearden. In 5, Brian Robertson, City of Glasgow. In 6, Alistair Dunce, Swimwear Lothian. 7, Conor Massey, City of Glasgow. 8, and Rory Young from Heart of Midlothian. In 9. Lane 4, Cole Lee, 104.38, very, very good in the afternoon session, Jodie, so expect good things from the City of Leicester boy. He'll probably be challenged with his teammate in lane 5, George Dearden, for another Leicester 1-2 perhaps. Let's see the start.
Looks like lane 3 has an advantage there. Fraser Wilson, he's looking good in the green cap. Half a body length ahead at the moment from Cole Lee in lane number 4.
Fraser East District champion. Maybe Fraser was saving himself perhaps in the afternoon, doing enough as we would have expected to make the final. And certainly it is Fraser Wilson. 31.94, quarter of a second ahead of City of Leicester swimmer Cole Lee. It's still Midlothian, the green cap, but he's now being challenged by the black cap of City of Leicester's Cole Lee. He looks as though he's timed this really well, Jodie, to come through and just take it up.
Yeah, both the Leicester duo doing really great here.
It's going to be very close. Cole's going to take this, Fraser will take second, and third George Dearden. So Leicester first and third, split by Midlothian in the name of Fraser Wilson. Cole Lee 105.04, 105.43, Fraser Wilson 105.95 for George Dearden. So that was actually slower than the afternoon, but it's not a question of time, it's a question of winning and making sure you do the business at the last 5 metres. Make sure you touch the wall in front of everyone else. Isn't that right, Jodie? Absolutely.
Fundamentally, sport is all about racing. You know, it's about beating the man next to you. It's not about the time you do.
Yeah. Now on to our 15-year-olds. In lane 0, we have Maxwell Cattermole from South Aberdeen. In lane 1, Jamie McDonald from Warner Bass. In 2, Logan Eason from Stirling. In 3, Keir Edgar, first. In 4, Charlie Poole, City of Leicester. In 5, Callum Chittleborough, Warner Bass. In 6, Ian Lovey from Brock. In 7, Match Hitchcocks from Geary. In 8, Callum Warnock, North Lanark. And John Luke Diggins from Dumfries in 9. Look for lane 3, Keir Edgar from first. He's actually the West District champion. I'm sure Keir was saving himself in the heats this afternoon, so don't be surprised if he's very prominent, and he's got off to a very good start in lane 3 there, Jodie.
Yeah, he certainly does. Lane number 5 as well, Callum Chittleborough looking good. Really powerful swimming from these guys. It's all about the turnover rate in the backstroke, keeping those arms going, but making sure you're not spinning through the water, making sure every catch is actually propelling you forward.
Also well there in the red cap, Callum Chittleborough in 5. And between them in lane 4, Charlie Poole, black cap of City of Leicester. And those three, well there. Ian Lovey in lane 6, also there in the red cap. But look at Keir Edgar in 3. He's almost a body length ahead of Callum Chittleborough. Black cap in lane 4, Charlie Poole. But as I suspected, Keir Edgar was saving himself the morning heats. He's looking good to take this. It's first for first. Keir Edgar, second place. Very close. Charlie Poole just got up to start second. 102.83, 102.98. Callum Chittleborough. Keir Edgar, 102.03. What a fantastic swim there from the swimmer from first.
Yeah, very gutsy performance. He went out from the starting blocks and just held it the whole way.
Almost 2 seconds faster than he was in the heats this morning, so all about doing enough to get into the final and then performing when it counts. We move on to presentations for our 100 metres backstroke for the 11-13-year-old age group. The bronze medalist from Hillingdon in London, Sean Patrick McGowan. Morgan Bearsden Douglas Kelly is our silver medalist. And our gold medalist and Scottish National Age Group champion from Dumfries Dolphins is Spencer Boulevard. 107.07. 107.47 rather was Spencer's time. Next presentation is our 14-year-olds. Two Leicester boys there. Our bronze medalist from the city of Leicester is George Dearden. Midlothian's Fraser Wilson is our silver medalist. And our gold medalist and age group champion from City of Leicester, George is Collier. And our Scottish National Age Group champion from Midlothian, Fraser Wilson. Forrest and Locke doing those presentations. Two more finals coming up. We have our 16-year-olds. Again, no surprise we have City of Leicester swimmers taking part in this. In lane 0 we have Joe Penman from Inverleith, distinctive yellow top. In lane 1, Lewis McLeod from Dumfries Dolphins. In lane 2, from North Lanark, Thomas Balfour. In lane 3, Ryan Retson from First. In lane 4, Scott Gibson, South Lanark. In 5, Adam Wilkes, City of Leicester. In 6, Joe Watt, City of Glasgow. In 7, Tom Christie Smith, City of Leicester. In 8, Duncan McKinney, City of Glasgow. And in lane 9, Lawrence Campbell, City of Glasgow. And can Ryan Retson in 3 emulate Keir Edgar, who went before him in 3 from First, and also go and get himself on the podium in first place? Let's see. Scott Gibson, 101.49. He was the fastest from the heats this morning. And have we a level start here, Jodie?
We've got a few early leaders at the minute. It looks like lane number 8 is doing pretty well. Duncan McKinney from Glasgow. And also in lane number 3, Ryan Retson from First.
And will we have another touch of deja vu here? The first swimmer in 3, leading up to the first 50. The lead's not much though. 29.35, 29.94, just over half a second. But Ryan got a fantastic turn there, didn't he, Jodie? He's got a good body length and more ahead.
Absolutely, really making the most of that underwater phase. Coming into the last 25 metres, at least half a body length ahead of lane number 4, Scott Gibson.
And Ryan Retson looks good. First they're doubling up here as they did in the last one. Ryan Retson's going to take this. Scott Gibson will get second. In lane 6, it looks as though Adam Wilkes from the City of Leicester took third. No, my apologies, it was lane 6, but it was actually Joe Watt, the City of Glasgow swimmer. So Ryan Retson takes that 59.72. Wow, sub-minute.
Yeah, an impressive margin as well between first and second, almost half a second. It looked like a touch from here, but clearly the skills at the finish.
It didn't look as tight as that, but that's fantastic swim from Ryan there. 102.43 in the heats, 2.5 seconds faster in the final. We move on to our last final, 17 and over. In lane 0 we have Gavin Hagerwood from Geary. In 1, Danny Kirkham, Edinburgh University. In 2, Alistair Campbell, University of Stirling. 3, Ross McCafferty, City of Glasgow. 4, Charlie Balderson, University of Stirling, and teammate Jack Warren Ballard in 5. Finlay Deans from Coast in 6, Greg Watson, Western Barton in 7, Angus Barr, South Lanark in 8, and Alistair Kirkwood 9 from City of Glasgow. Charlie Balderson 55.30, some 3 seconds faster than his teammate Jack Warren Ballard in lane 5. So it may be all about second and third here, Jodie.
Yeah, he's been swimming very well recently. His short course season was fantastic. It looks like he's transferring that to long course.
Charlie's got up to a cracking start there, Jodie, hasn't he?
Oh, absolutely. He just shows the class that these Stirling swimmers have got, you know, technically excellent in everything that they do. And already 3/4 of a body length up, and they've not even got down the first length.
Yeah. This is almost where races are won and lost. First 15 metres, if you get up to a really, really good start, it's catch up for these guys, especially over 1500.
Absolutely. I mean, Charlie posted a 3-second quicker time than anyone else in the field this morning, so he'll really be looking to stretch out as much as he can down this final length.
It's almost who's going to be third, because no doubt about who's going to take this. Charlie Balderson taking it very comfortably. Jack Warren Ballard in lane 5, looks as though he's done enough to get second. Close for third, it looks like lane 3. Ross McCafferty just got up to get third place. Another fantastic swim there from Charlie Balderson, making it look so easy. 55.53, 58.05 for Jack Warren Ballard, and 58.57 from Ross McCafferty. That was actually slower than his time this morning, but again, it's all about just get out there, nice relaxed swim.
Yeah, absolutely. I think as well, when you get down to those low times, you know, the 55s, the 54s, it really does make a difference when you've got an entire field pushing you on. Yeah. You know, maybe the difference there was just he was a bit too far ahead to really push for those, you know, hundredths, tenths of a second.
Yeah, so in those cases, Jodie, these guys just relax and don't really push it as much.
Yeah, I think mentally that they'll be going for it just as much, but when you've got a head-to-head competition, you just can't help but kind of get that extra tenth, extra hundredths out of your body. It just kind of comes naturally, just the competitive instinct.
Just quickly onto the presentation for our 15-year-olds. Third was Ian Lovey from Broch. Second, Charlie Poole, City of Leicester. And first was Keir Edgar from First. We have our 6-year-old finalists making our way to the podium. Our bronze medalist from the City of Glasgow, Joe Watt. South Lanark's Scott Gibson was second. And it's a hat-trick for the West District. Scottish National Age Group champion, representing First, Ryan Retson. Again, I don't expect that to be the last time we see Ryan Retson on the podium in first place in the 16-year-old category. And a very talented member of our youth squad. And our last presentation of this evening In third place, from the city of Glasgow, Ross McCafferty. Our silver medalist representing University of Stirling, Jack Warren Ballard. And our gold medalist and Scottish National Age Group champion from the University of Stirling, Charlie Boldison. And Ross McCafferty from the city of Glasgow is a Scottish national champion. Our two swimmers, first and second at the University of Stirling, are English-based swimmers. Hence the reason that the Scottish national champion is third place, Ross McCafferty from the city of Glasgow. And that now concludes things for this evening. We do this all again tomorrow night, starting at 5:15. Big thanks to Jodie for all that wonderful analysis. Thank you for joining us this evening. We hope that you've had a lot of enjoyment watching the swimming, seeing some fantastic records being broken again. Make sure you tweet us, give us all your messages, support, and we look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Good night from Tollcross.